Alrighty, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Winter 2024, episode 4. That works pretty well together. But it hardly feels like winter anymore. I'll just say that. At least, yeah, it's been like unseasonably, just ridiculously warm throughout all the Midwest, pretty much. Um, yeah, so I guess right off the bat, it's February 18th right now, Sunday, February 18th. February 18th. So it has been a little bit since I've done a video. I forget when episode 3 was filmed. I think that it's like at the end of January. So it's been a bit. And within that time period, I mean, it's just been all the snow is gone. This has been, yeah, by far the warmest winter that I've ever experienced, at least. And yeah, I'm seeing it all across the country pretty much as well. I guess there's so basically what's going on. There's this El Nino. It's like a pretty strong El Nino right now, which is a warming of the ocean. I'm trying to remember my oceanography stuff from freaking college, but yeah, apparently it's really strong right now. So that's what's been causing all this crazy warm weather. Yeah, literally the past few weeks here in Wisconsin, we had like 2 weeks where it was getting in the 50s, even close to like 60 degrees, which is just ridiculous for February. Right now, the high today is 38, and it's like mid-30s right now. It's about noon, which is just absolutely ridiculous. It's just crazy, man. I mean, right now, usually it should be in like the teens, the 10 degrees, like at least the 20s. So it's been, yeah, I was kind of just waiting for it to get colder, hopefully get some more snow on the ground. But yeah, the last snowstorm that you guys saw, that was pretty much, I mean, that lasted for like a week, but after that, there's just been nothing. So we've gotten like one big storm, which is like, it's honestly kind of disappointing in terms of photography stuff. Yeah, it pretty much looks like it's been just feeling and looking like spring since the end of January. And just not my favorite conditions per se to be out taking pictures. Everything's just bare, dry. Well, not dry, but you get the idea. You know, it does make it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if we're gonna get any more snow. To be honest, I was looking at the weather and where I'm at. I mean, it's showing next Monday, not tomorrow, but like the last week of February, it's supposed to be 60 degrees. Or yeah, it's supposed to be ridiculously warm. So I don't know if we're gonna get it. I don't know. It's just been crazy warm, not really a winter or anything. So I'm gonna try and do something today though. I'm gonna try and get out there at least. I did go out yesterday actually. Hit just a hike on the bluffs. Actually brought my 70 to 300 lens, so my zoom lens, and that was actually kind of cool. I was just on top of the bluffs, actually trying out. I haven't used that lens in a really long time, so I wanted to just try it out again. But that was actually nice. But today I'm gonna, yeah, try and go on another hike. I've been doing enough in town stuff, so I'm gonna take a bit of a drive. This place where I'm looking at, it's like 40 minutes away from here. It's a super cool place. I've been there quite a few times, but it's just in the valleys. It's kind of like it's a old like historical site. So there's some trails through the bluffs there, and it's just a really cool area. So I'm gonna drive down there. Yeah, it's honestly a really nice day out today. It's really sunny, barely any clouds in the sky. But yeah, I know yesterday since this is not, I guess, my optimal, you know, conditions for taking, you know, crazy photos. I would honestly like to be, you know, doing photo shoots in the actual snow and getting all those cool shots like you guys have been seeing. But I need to get out there and do something, man. Yeah, I've been kind of just waiting around these past few weeks, waiting for something, and at a certain point, you kind of just got to kick it in gear and try and get outside and see some stuff. So that's what we're gonna do today. Around this area, so even the drive to this place is nuts. You're basically driving through valleys and going over bluffs and stuff like that. So it's really pretty. I'm thinking if I get, basically, since it's a 40-minute drive, I kind of need to plan out. And the area closes at like 5. Sunset today is at 5:40. So I'm just kind of explaining all the kind of my thought process that's going into this shoot. But basically, I'm going to attempt to stay out there long enough to get, you know, relatively close to sunset hours, maybe get some cool shadow effects in there. There's a cool looking church on the property, very old. So I think I'm going to spend some time just walking around the site too. There's some old buildings and whatnot. So yeah, it's about 11:30 in the morning right now. I'll probably head out at like 1, get there at like 2, and then have till about 5 p.m. to just walk around, do whatever. I could honestly leave it a little bit later than that as well, but we'll see. There's tons of like creeks and stuff out there too, like fishing spots. So if I can maybe pull off the road in one of those spots, and if I see some cool, land, like bluff landscape type shots, I'll definitely pull over and take those as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in this one. It's harsh sunlight right now because there's no clouds or anything. So we'll see if that subsides maybe as we get later in the day. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It's been a really weird winter. I'll just say that. It has not felt like winter. It felt like winter for about 2 or 3 weeks there. And after that, it's just been nothing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna hold you guys to the intro any longer. So let's just cut to the field footage, and maybe I can mix in some like video, possibly, of me like driving into the site, because you guys will see. But it's a really cool place. So maybe you'll see that too coming up. But let's get it. Let's cut right to there. Beauty of a day. Actually a little bit of snow stuck on the ground back in the hills here. It's kind of nice to see. Into the coulee. Okay, just pulled up, guys. 40-minute drive done. There's like nobody here. There's one other car here, but peaceful. Very sunny. There's actually some snow around, which is cool. I'll turn the camera here so you guys can see, but I'm gonna walk up to this church first and then check out the actual other area. So check this out quick. All right, so you guys can see over here, here's a little old historic site, and then where I'm headed to right now is where this car is pulling down. It's a really pretty church over there, so we're gonna check that out. And I want to go over there first because I want to hit it before the sun falls over this bluff here. So, and then we'll head over here. But lots of cool buildings and stuff in this area. Yeah, nobody's out here too. It's pretty nuts. Beautiful day. So this is honestly a great shot right here. Just looking down this driveway at this church. It's beautiful. Look at that. So we'll stop here. I'm gonna take that shot for sure. Just gorgeous. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I mean, this place is pretty sweet. It's called Norskadalen. If any of my Wisconsin friends know where that is, but it's an old historical site. They've got like a museum here. They've got like a blacksmith shop. I forget the exact history of how it came to be, but I mean, I used to come here when I was in elementary school for like field trips and stuff. So I've come here a lot throughout the years. But as you guys saw in the drive up video, it's pretty out here. Like, it's in Coon Valley. It's basically in deep where the bluffs are. Okay, I need to turn around. This trail is not going down to the church. But yeah, they do like events here and stuff. Kind of show you like how life used to be out here back like 100 years ago. I want to say this just used to be like because basically there's like a farm. I think there's like a barn, a little farm shed, and they used to show us like how they made butter, and they made us like homemade ice cream when we came here. So it's a pretty cool spot. Very beautiful. There's not many spots like this, like this old, that are preserved. So that's super cool. But there's a church. I thought this trail would lead up to it, so I'm gonna loop back around and then go up the street there. But that scene you just saw before, looking down the road, the church, beautiful. So we'll see if I can get some more. Coming up on the church here, guys. Just looking for a shot. Really cool looking. Oh, I might shoot directly at the front here. The sunlight is lighting that up very nicely. Now, it's about 2 o'clock. I'm a little bit crunched for time. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. Yep, I'm gonna go directly to the front here. That's beautiful. Now, I'm a little bit crunched for time. Sunset's at 5:40, but it said on the sign this place closes at 4. So it's 2 o'clock now. I got about 2 hours, and I do not have much sunlight left, because as you can see, it's gonna come over this bluff here, and I'm gonna be swamped in shade. So I'm gonna try and plan this out and work quick. I do have quite a bit of area to cover. I'm not gonna get to it all, but I'm gonna try and pick out the best spots. So this is really cool looking though. So we'll move around this a bit, try and get some shots of this church here, and then go back up that way towards the rest of the site. Okay, so I've been hanging around this church way too long, but I'm just seeing so many cool angles around here, guys, and I'm taking all vertical shots. So you don't see this restroom right here. This is cut off. Just looking down here. And with the shadows and the lighting, it's just beautiful. And this is honestly such a perfect time for it because all the leaves are down and I can just see right through. So I'm curious what this would look like in the summer, but I took some shots in here as well. So I'm gonna have to look through all of these and really figure out a good one, but it's been about 20 minutes here already, so I need to get moving. But all throughout here, I've just been snagging shots of this church. It's just beautiful. So cool, man. I mean, this is out in the middle of nowhere. So here's the name, if you guys want to look into it. 1886. Wow. That's some history right there. Super cool. Love it. Okay. Got the church. That was one of the main things I was looking for here, because I've never really gotten, apologies for the wind, but never really gotten like an amazing shot of that chapel. And honestly, I haven't been here to take pictures in a really long time. So I'm just seeing things with a different perspective now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to make some more trips out here for sure. I could spend, man, and as I was just taking pictures of the church there, I was saying I could spend the whole day out here probably. So there is a little scene up here. I want you guys to see it. So there's a little creek running through here. Got the little farmstead house. Now this has too much shadow in here, so I want to get to the other side of this creek and really brighten this up. But this is just a really cool scene, so we're gonna start walking into there. Across the big raging creek here. Check out this little house. I was already taking some pictures around this, but I'll show you guys. I think the best angle is over here. I was looking at the snow for the foreground. You guys will see why once I turn around here. But nice little trail going up there. So check this out. Look at that. That is sweet, man. The colors, the snow. Oh my goodness. Back up even more. Yeah, right there, right in there. Looks super cool. So I'm in the shadow of the bluff now, but you guys can see where the sun is still hitting. So after I wrap up the shots at this little house, I'm gonna go over there and try and get some of those other buildings before the sun crosses over. Going good so far. I'm happy to see some snow back here. Can involve it in the pictures a little bit. That's pretty cool. Okay, it's a little bit of history for you guys. Beckham Homestead, built through the hard work and dedication of many volunteers in honor of their Norwegian ancestors who settled this land. It's Special mention to the following people who were instrumental in the restoration of the Beckham homestead. Okay, so this is a restored home site. So obviously it was probably decrepit when they found it, and they enlisted a bunch of volunteers to restore it. So that's super cool. So it's a Norwegian homestead. Probably had cows roaming around here and stuff, and obviously growing their own crops. I mean, it's just a beautiful area though. Just nestled in the back of this coulee here. It's really something else. This is very Midwest, very Wisconsin. You do find these types of places kind of throughout the Midwest, but I haven't seen something like this, man. I mean, this is just so cool. And most of the year it's like this. Like most of the year it's just quiet. You can just roam around. There's nobody really out here. They do have an admission fee and stuff. I think it's like $4. But like, it's just so peaceful. There's no one out here. In the summertime now, this thing is popping. Lots of people come here in the summer. But even then, I mean, when there's not events going on or anything, you can kind of just walk around. So I'm gonna explore a little bit. This is the blacksmith shop, I think. I'm gonna explore around here a little bit and try and pick out some good shots. And yeah, I'll definitely show you guys as I go along here. So let's get to it. So I just took a shot here of the main house landscape, looks just like this pretty much, but just a cool scene. I really like the fence line here and the light hitting the side of the building. Looks pretty cool. A little bit of snow in the front there too, brighten it up. Very nice. I'm honestly a little overwhelmed because there's a lot of different angles that I can go for here. There's just a lot of different options, so a little bit overwhelmed, quite honestly, with what to take pictures of. That's a pretty cool scene. Maybe something like this. Get the buildings involved. Yeah, we're gonna keep going here. There's trails all around here too, so I might check those out and try and get some like woodland, like through the woods shots, kind of. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, this was kind of cool, guys. I went vertical here, and I aimed the shot kind of right here. If you can see the moon, I got that included in the shot as well, but I just really like how the sun is hitting the side of this building and the fence line here. So the shot was kind of here to here. I tried cutting off this building, but it looked pretty cool. The sun's just catching it really nicely right now, so I figured try and get that. Oh wow, you see a jet. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty cool. See how close I can get. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Okay guys, so here's the the back of the site here for the wooded trails. There is a barn here, and and the trails keep going back into the coulee there. But probably, I think I'm gonna get a picture in here looking out of the trees at the site. But I think I'm pretty much done in here. I might check out around the back area a little bit, but I'm pretty much done within the site here. I got some good ones, as you guys saw, just walking around the buildings and such. But let me flip the camera and we can chat. All right, so like I was saying, I got some good ones around the site here. It's about 2:45 right now. The sun, it's about to go over the bluff here, so I'm gonna lose my light pretty quickly here. This whole thing will just be in the shadow of the bluff. So got some good ones with the sunlight hitting it. I do want to see how this looks like as the sun is cresting that bluff and as it's getting some shadows on it. But there's some trails that run just around here, kind of around the site. So they go, there's a creek here and there's some trails running through the woods. So I might check those out and try and get some shots looking into the site through the woods, if that makes sense. Man, it's so pretty. I mean, it's just, I can't believe how nice it is out right now. 40 degrees, February. Ground's not even frozen, man. It's so crazy. Like, it's honestly warm. It's crazy. So, yeah, let me stop here, get that picture facing the back, and then we'll just kind of do a little loop, walk around. Pretty cool shot through the trees here, guys. This little sign, I cut that out, but yeah, it looks pretty cool through the woods. Just a nice kind of border of trees. It's kind of what I was going for. So I really had to get in here though. So let's hit the nature trail. And I'll keep my eye out for some more shots. That's honestly a pretty cool cut. Might take that, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take that. And then we'll hit the nature trail. Last little frame back here, guys. Through the buildings. Saw a nice shot through here. So I don't know how well it'll turn out, but I like it. I like how it looks. So pretty. Troll trail. There's a troll. All right, friends. I'm gonna try and keep the glare out of here with my hand, but this could be the shot of the day. Right here. This one in the church. Yeah, sorry about that glare, but this is beautiful. I went landscape just like this. Try and get around this glare. God. Oh well, you guys will just have to deal with the glare. But yeah, I went landscape and vertical. So this is just this is what I was talking about. This is what I was looking for, a shot through the woods, and that is definitely what this is. super stoked with this. This is one of those shots where I didn't really want to stop taking the pictures. I've been here about 10 minutes just taking pictures around this, trying to get a good one. But yeah, man, besides the church shot, I'd say this is definitely one of the best of the day. Just so pretty. Man, I would love to have a homestead like this. I would love it. Hopefully one day in the future I can have a property kind of like this. I mean, if I can have any property to build a homestead on, I'd be happy with that. But that's just so gorgeous. I don't even really want to leave. But I have to. So, let me flip the camera around. I'm pretty much done. And what I was gonna say, yeah, just reminded myself. So, I'm surprised the sun is not over the bluff yet. It's about 3:20. I really thought it would be over the bluff by now, but it's not. So that's awesome. I mean, the more light that I can work with back here, the better. Because once that sun hits over the bluff, this place is just gonna be all shady. So I'm pretty much done at the homestead. Took a bunch of pictures around there, as you guys saw. Got some good ones. You can see it down there. So I'm going up a trail that I haven't gone on before. There's a nature trail that goes around the site. And then there's this trail. It's called like farm trail something. Somebody's farm trail. So I have no idea where it goes. But I want to see. I'm interested. So, plan for the rest of the day. Like I said, it's about 3:20. Looks like there's a rock cliff up there. But it's about 3:20. Now the park sign, like I said in the beginning, they say they close at 4, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to push it. I'm definitely going to be out of here right around 4, but I can't imagine if I'm a little bit late that they would close the gate on me. And honestly, I didn't even see a gate at the front there. So there's nobody here. I mean, I definitely paid admission. $4. I mean, it's nothing, right? So, but there's nobody here. I didn't even see like a park attendant. It's Sunday. I can't imagine why any would be. I don't know. I mean, I think in the summer, somebody actually lives here, like on site, because it's really popular. Like I said, in the summer, really popular place. So, I don't know. We'll see. Long story short, we're almost done. I want to check out this trail. I'm already halfway up, and he says, I need to stop talking. Getting tired. Let me flip the camera so you guys can see. So, there's a rock shelf up there. I have a feeling this trail goes up it. I'm going to take off my jacket and keep on trucking. Check this out, guys. I'm not going to go up there, but I'm already pretty sweaty coming up this little deer track. But wow, what a view up here. Just beautiful. So I'm pretty gassed. It's pretty steep coming up, but I have my zoom lens with me. I mean, this is a cool shot for sure. Ooh, Jesus, don't fall. But for one shot, I mean, I've been working with my 22mm lens fixed, like I usually run with. I do have my zoom lens with me, but for one shot, I'm not gonna change out the lens out here. If any of you guys know anything about changing lenses out and getting dust in your sensor or in your body of the camera, it's not good. And you really want to avoid doing it outside if all possible. But this is just a really cool overlook here. Just came up this way, so I just wanted to see what was up here for the most part. I'm not gonna go on top of this rock thing. It's a little bit sketchy. Yeah, it's just a deer track going up that. So there's a trail. We'll wind it back down there. So we'll mosey on down. I think that's pretty much a wrap, guys. I'm happy that sun stayed over the bluff there, and I was able to take pictures at the homestead for as long as I did with it nice and lit up. The fact that nobody is here, you know, it's kind of nice. You kind of just work around and not have to worry about anybody getting in the way, so, or, you know, making anybody mad. But we'll see where this trail goes. I'm guessing it looks like it just goes straight down. Yeah, so we'll follow this back. I do have something to chat about regarding this site, and yeah, so I'll see where this goes. That's likely going to be it for the pictures. Obviously, if I see anything, or if anything sparks my interest, I'll take a shot, but I'll check it out for the rest of the way here. Okay, friends, I'm at a stopping point. I have no idea how long this trail goes for. Forest Ridge Trail. So it's like 3:35. Park apparently closes at 4, apparently according to the sign. So another trail going up the ridge. So I don't want to push it. I'm almost positive the trail I'm on now is going to go all the way to the back of the coulee and then probably go down. So it's going to take me too long. But at least I know there's more trails back here. Gives me more stuff to explore next time. So real quick, before anything else, I'm just going to shut up. I want you guys to listen to how quiet it is back here. It's actually crazy. Just listen. It's crazy, dude. So quiet.
All I hear is just the wind kind of blowing through the trees a little bit, and this little chickadee chirping away up there. Sometimes I just like to do this. If I'm in an area like this, like way far out here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this isn't the middle of nowhere. I'm not too close. I'm not too far away from an actual town. A small town. Very, very, very small town. But a place like this, very secluded, away from a lot of people. You just stop walking for a second. You stop your hike and you just listen. It's just so quiet. Like, you don't hear that type of stillness and this type of quiet, like, ever in day-to-day life. Normal day-to-day life. It's just, it doesn't. I was just thinking about that. It's just like, humans are so loud. Like, everything we do. Just walking through the woods, as I'm like, it's the loudest. I'm the loudest thing out here. You know, my feet hitting the leaves here, crunching the leaves, walking through the woods, and then I just stop. And it's quiet as all hell. You can hear like squirrels rustling around in there. I don't know. It's just cool, man. If you guys ever get a chance, or if you're out on a hike in the middle of nowhere, and it's even better if there's no wind. So that's the other thing. You gotta be somewhere where there's like, I'm in the middle of a coulee in between these bluffs, so there is no wind. There's literally no wind. But if you guys have ever been on a hike like that or in an area like this, and you get a chance just to enjoy the quietness and stillness of nature, just stop walking, stop your hike, don't talk, and just stand there and listen. It's pretty cool. It's like, it's interesting. Like I said, you do not get that at all in day-to-day life. There's always a road nearby with cars driving on it, your neighbors, a TV going on in the background, a podcast, whatever. There's always something. Oh man, I just got a good whiff of dried leaves. Man, it's starting to smell like springtime too, I tell ya. And we're not even done with February. It's crazy. So what I was gonna say, I said I had something to chat about. May as well do that now. So this place, what I was gonna say, it's just kind of a good point to make, an interesting point that I was thinking of. So this site in particular, this place, North Skedallen, it's pretty special to me personally. I'll say, so I thought of this. Every time that I come here, every single time I come here, you know, I haven't been here, man. I haven't been here for years, guys, years. It's been years, several years since the last time I was here. And the time I was here before, I had the same feeling, and the time I was before that, same feeling. And it's just an overwhelming feeling of like nostalgia, and this place reminds me of childhood, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I think it's because I took so many field trips here. I mean, not a lot, like, all in all, I think I maybe took like 5 or 6 field trips here when I was in elementary school. But if you guys have like a similar place, I'm sure you could relate, you know. This site isn't in my hometown. It's like 40 minutes away. But if you guys have a place like that, I'm sure you can relate. Like a place you went to a lot as a kid, or not even a lot, maybe just visited every now and again. Or you went, like what I'm saying, like you took a field trip to someplace when you were a kid. And when you travel back to that place, you always get that feeling of like, oh man, it's been so much time. Like, I always start thinking about the past and like childhood and how long how long it's been since those days, like when, because I remember, I can recall so vividly the field trips to this site because they were so much fun. It was so much fun coming here, and I mean, because it feels like another world around here. You know, you're stepping back in time basically. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of a cool little aspect. Okay, so the trail continues on back of the coulee, like I said. So we would have had to walk all down that. Don't have time for that. Holy crap, this is a big fallen down tree here. This is turning into a long little talk video. But I think it's a point worth mentioning, and it's like, and it's just something related to this site. So I mean, I would encourage you guys, if you made it this far in the video, I would encourage you guys, if you have a place like that, where, you know, you haven't visited in a while, maybe you went there a lot as a kid, like, go back and check it out. Okay, I had to cut there. I was just passing some people on the hiking trail, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, I would just encourage you, if you've got a place like this, you've been to a lot, you went there a lot as a kid, you haven't been there in a while, you know, wherever it may be, somewhere in the city even, doesn't matter. Like, go back and check it out. Go walk around, explore. You're gonna see things differently. It's gonna bring up old memories and stuff. Nostalgia. I just get a ton of nostalgia walking around here, man. It's crazy. But again, it all just relates back to those memories, kind of coming here as a kid and having a blast. So it's always just a trip, dude. It's always a trip coming back here. It's just, and I think the other thing is, this place, it never changes, right? I mean, what are they? It's a historical monument, basically. It's a historical site. So nothing's ever really gonna change here. Like, they put in a couple bridges, but, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so much stuff happens in life, and, you know, time goes by really quick. It does. But coming back to old places that don't really change too much, exploring around, taking some pictures, getting a new perspective on things, it's worth it. It's well worth it. It's going to give you a new outlook on stuff. It's a good refresher. I know when I'm just continuing talking here, but this is a good topic. I like this. Like, whenever I leave this place as well, like, as I'm about to head out here, we're almost back, I always feel really good. Like, I feel reset, refreshed. So I'd recommend it, man. I'd recommend going back to your kind of favorite places that you've been to as a kid and stuff. Yeah, I've even gone back to my old elementary school a lot of times, quite a few times, to be honest, and just walked around the playground and stuff. It's a pretty big school, but it's just weird, man. It's a trip. It's like, I don't know, it puts things into perspective, I guess. Life. So let me show you guys this shot here. I think this could be a good one. I just walked up on the homestead again, so check this out. So coming back on the homestead here, honestly, this isn't even really a shot. This just kind of looks cool. There's not a whole lot going on here, but got the bridge, homestead. The sun is still up on this side. That's actually crazy. I was jumping the gun on when that was gonna set, but man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm not gonna walk through it again, so we'll take one last look. Sorry about the sun. So that'll do it, guys. We're just gonna follow this trail back to the parking lot there. Maybe look at the church on the way back. So that'll do it. So just on the bridge here, going up to the parking lot, but I just want to show you guys this. This is the craziest thing I've seen in a while. We've got, I mean, lush green. I don't know what this vegetation is called, but it is blooming throughout this creek. Not good. Not good. I mean, it honestly looks like algae, but it's really thick, and it's way too early for. I mean, it's way too early for this. Whatever this is. Absolutely crazy. February, what is it? 18th, February 19th. I think it's 18th. Insane, guys. This is something you never see in Wisconsin this time of year. So, whatever's blooming here, it's going strong in late February. Absolutely wild. Like I said in the intro, this is the warmest winter I have ever experienced in my 26 years on this earth in Wisconsin. Warmest winter I've ever experienced. So, thanks to the El Nino. So, yeah, I mean, kind of a disappointing winter for the photography. You can't, I mean, it's pretty nice just feeling wise. It feels nice. You don't have to bundle up all the time. But it's not good, man. Overall, it's not good. We need cold weather here, and we need snow. This is just one of those things. So, but we're back. They got a little stage here, do stuff. They do a little, if you guys can see the church way over there, it is completely in shade now. So I'm glad I took the shots of that right at the beginning there. That was a good move. Here's the people I passed on the walkway. Beautiful sight. All right, let's wrap it out, guys. Whew. Well, that was fun, man. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that little hiking talk on the way back there. But we're gonna wrap it out here. The church is completely in shade. Let me actually walk up to that just so you guys can see it. Yeah, so it looks a lot different now, right? A lot different now. It still looks like a really cool scene, but with that sun hitting it earlier, it was just immaculate. But old church down there. So still just really cool area, man. Like I said, this place, it's pretty special, dude. It's a special place. Okay, guys, back at the truck here. Gonna wrap it out. It's just about 4 o'clock, so we're gonna get out of here on time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of the walk around here. Super cool place. I mean, I want to come back here a lot more, to be honest. It's kind of a bit of a drive, so the next time I come out here, I might dedicate like a full half day, if not more, to just exploring and stuff and taking pictures. I wish we had a little bit more snow, but it is what it is. We had some little specks over here, so that's cool. But I had a really fun time making this video, dude. The little chat we had back there, that was good. Yeah, this is the most fun I had making a video in a while. I mean, I have fun making all these videos, but this was a good one. It's just, it's always nice to come back here. Like I said, it's a special place. So, but yeah, that'll do it for this. This has been a long enough intro and field footage. So, if you guys want to see the photo overview / editing stuff, stay tuned for the next segment here. But that'll do it for this, guys. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me. I'm sure we'll be back eventually. It'll be some time probably, but I'll come back. I'm gonna come back here more. So again, appreciate you guys watching, sticking with me here. Keep getting outside, keep going on your hikes. Maybe check out some place that you went to as a kid a lot and haven't been there in a while. Check it out, go back. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will cut to the studio. All right, see you guys back there.
What's up, friends? What's up? Back in the crib here from that long hike / drive, I guess. But yeah, we're just gonna do a quick overview of the photos here, guys. And I am gonna try and make it relatively quick. I know the intro and the field footage kind of got long there. Lots of stuff to look at around those parts. Turn this mic down a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna try and keep this relatively short because I know we're getting kind of far in the video now. But overall, that was a pretty fun little hike there, getting out of North Skowhegan. Yeah, and I think like I said, I mean, I hadn't been out there in several years, so always good to go back to a spot you haven't been to in a while, get a different perspective on things. And yeah, we had a good little chat kind of walking back there just about the site, location, that kind of stuff. So it was good, man. It was fun. Yeah, regardless of not having too much snow this winter or anything like that, still able to, get out here. And, it's nice weather. It's, I'm not walking around in 10 degrees, so that is a positive. But hang on one second. Check. There we go. Okay. Just adjusting the mic. But yeah, we're just going to review quick, guys. I went through the photos already, highlighted, obviously, the ones that are looking good in focus, kind of my select ones that I picked out. So we'll just review those quick. Yeah, let's just hop right into it. So we'll hop on the screen here. First off, I guess I've been kind of doing this lately, so we can look over some of the photos I've been editing recently from January. Now, I think I reviewed some of these last time, but we'll just go over some of the most recent ones. So, yeah, lots of photos from the previous in-town shoots in January, where obviously we had a ton of snow during this time, so that was nice. But yeah, just did some little edits here. That nice kind of vertical shot of the house this little pink house, and the golden hour for this little shoot was awesome. I mean, it was just really giving me a lot of cool lighting to kind of work with. Or the chimney there coming out of the house with the smoke. I really like that photo. And again, if you guys want to see any of these get posted, or if you're looking to see these kind of more frequently, you can just follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll be posting. That's where I post all these kind of routinely, daily. Didn't do any edits on this guy yet with the house with the icicles and stuff, but I will definitely edit that guy. Let's see here. And like I said, I think I reviewed some of these already with you guys, but just to get a glance at them, I don't know why these are showing out of order, but we can just look at them like this. Little side building here. Again, that sunlight, golden hour, just hitting this building really nicely. And then this one was sweet. So the night window here, or morning. So this is really early in that first kind of shoot, a photo shoot in January. So this was right at sunrise, before the sun was kind of popping up. But this one turned out really nicely. And there's actually good focus to this as well. It's not too grainy or anything, not too noisy. But really like this one. And you guys can see here from the original just how dark it was. Yeah, super dark photo. So obviously did a lot of brightening up on this guy. But with dark photos like that, you do have to be careful about the amount of grain and noise that you're going to be getting into the photo, because if you've got a really dark photo and you brighten it up, you're going to have some pixelation, or they call it noise, kind of showing up there. I don't know if I showed this one. This one is a sweet turnout of a photo. The smokestacks from the train corporation and kind of this residential area with a car driving through it. I just really like how that turned out, man. The composition of this shot is just sweet. I love it, and the coloring as well, right at sunset. So this one turned out really good. But those are kind of the ones I've been editing recently. Again, a lot of stuff from January. Still kind of working through. Well, for the most part, I'm almost done with January in terms of the best photos to edit. So kind of nearing the end for that month, but a lot of snow. We had a lot of snow. Well, we had more snow during that month. So I have a lot of pictures from those 2 photo shoots that we went on. And it's honestly wild that I have that many photographs from just those 2 photo shoots that I'm still working through the edits on. In those 2 photo shoots, I've gotten the majority of my winter shots are coming from those 2 photo shoots. So that's kind of crazy, but it just goes to show, man. I mean, just from 1 photo shoot or 2, you can, if you're hitting it at the right time, right place, right setting, right environment, lighting, whatever, you can come away with tons of really good photographs. So yeah, happy about those. But let's go through the most current photos. I did go on a little bit of a hike, and I did not bring you guys with me. But I busted out the 70 to 300 zoom lens, as you guys can see here, and I was just playing around, man. I mean, it was a nice day and everything, very windy, but I was on top of the bluffs, as you guys can see, trying to get actually got some really good vantage point shots. And, none of the leaves are out, obviously, so I was able to kind of see through the trees a bit and pick out some shots. So that was cool. Again, I want to work with my zoom lens a little bit more, get more familiar. Well, I'm familiar with it, but just practice with it a little bit more. I've been working with my 22 lens a little bit too long. I mean, I love that lens, but it's good to switch it up here and there. Just some nice landscape shots here. So I haven't gone through these and picked out, you know, the in focus shots or anything like that. But just glancing at them here, they look pretty cool. You know, when you're working with zoom lenses, again, the shots you guys have been seeing in these photo shoots, it's pretty much been strictly that 22 millimeter fixed lens that I work with. Love that lens, and I really enjoy the fixed lenses because they offer you really good focus. I forget the actual technical details that go into that, but what I do know is that fixed lenses, so lenses that don't zoom, they don't have the ability to zoom, it allows the lens to get more clarity, or it allows your photos to be more clear, have more detail and sharpness to them. So that's kind of why I prefer it, and I'm very accustomed to using it now. So yeah, let's start with Norskadalen here. So went through, and we'll just go through my selected photos for now. I won't run through all of these because there's so many. So let's pick out the highlights here. Again, just starting at the church, or the drive up to the church here. This was a nice scene. I like the composition with the two trees on the sides here. And the road obviously kind of directs your eyesight to the center of the photo, which is the church, obviously, the main subject. So highlighted a few in the beginning here. Some of these. So this guy is a little bit of a darker exposure. As you can see, the bluffs are a little bit darker, have more shadowing going on than this photo here. You can see it's a little bit lighter. So again, I'll take photos where I'll do an exposure that's a little bit brighter and a little bit darker, and then in my post, photo shoot overview here, I'll look at both, kind of compare and contrast, and then select out the one which I think is the best. So did a little bit of overexposing, underexposing of this shot, but I think it turned out pretty well with this whole area kind of getting lit up by the sun during this time of the shoot. And then of course we have kind of the direct on facing shots of the front of the church here. So we'll run through these highlights. Sorry if I'm moving this photo around. I'm just trying to see the images behind it so I can select them. But yeah, this was a beautiful shot, man. I mean, I was just really, really kind of looking at these shadows of the trees hitting the front of the church here. It looked just sweet. And obviously the lines of the building, the cross on top, and the trees kind of, what's the word? Creating a boundary almost, or creating what is it? I can't think of the word, but basically I was trying to line up these trees to give it a border. I guess that's kind of the word I'm looking for. To create a natural border kind of around the subject matter here, the church. And I was just looking for angles to make this scene flow and just look really nice. So I think this one and this guy, the yellow and the purple highlights you see here, those are kind of the better ones, the more selected out ones. So these guys turned out really nice. This shot kind of back in the woods a bit. I really, really like this. Again, I was just looking for that natural border, or looking for the trees to create that natural border around the church, and then obviously still kind of bolding or focusing on the shadows and whatnot, trying to incorporate it all. So I will definitely edit both the direct facing shots of the church here, kind of right at the front of the building, nice clarity, great focus, and then kind of back a little bit in the tree line. So I'll definitely edit both of these. I'd say these are probably the best, some of the best shots I got out of that day. Just really nice. And then moving into the actual homestead site, crossing that little creek here, this actually turned out better than expected. I only took like 4 photos at this spot. Didn't really expect it to turn out, but it actually turned out pretty good. I really this creek in the foreground here with the stepping stones. I really like that. So might edit that, may not. We'll see. And then right at the first house here, just kind of working around the angles. I was trying to, and throughout this entire shoot, I was doing a lot of kind of circling of these buildings, just looking for the best angles, because in an area like this, like I was saying in the video, I could spend all day just working around these shots, these scenes, because there's so many different angles you can pick to take your photo. But I was really kind of just experimenting, trying to get different angles of the buildings and the houses, seeing what would turn out, and capturing those. So these are kind of the best ones that I highlighted out. I really like this one, actually, this vertical shot, because you can actually see through. I was trying to zoom in there, but you can kind of see through the window there, and that sunlight is just kind of touching that window. So that's honestly a really kind of neat aspect of this shot, with that sunlight kind of just creeping in there. So that was pretty cool. At the main homestead again here, I didn't really highlight any of these. These are kind of one-offs. Just looking for angles, man. Again, like some of these, like these guys, I'm not really going to look too deep into these. I think I have better shots than, this is just a pretty simple standard shot. When I see photos like this that I take, I could definitely edit them and put them into, put some edits on them and whatnot, but I just feel like my time is better spent with editing these types of photos, the photos that really draw your eye in and are just more interesting to, it's all subjective, but more interesting to me personally. So this was another really, really good one. I love this shot, man. This is a great scene here with the moon. The moon actually showed up really nicely in this photo here in the upper right hand corner, as you guys can see. The sunlight hitting the side or the front of this little workshop building here. The fence line, the shadows from the trees in the foreground kind of creeping in. Again, everything just kind of flows really nicely. Everything is in pretty good focus here, actually in very good focus. So this is a beauty of a shot. I love it. I think the moon really, that just adds a lot to it, honestly. Just that moon in the corner there. That's pretty sweet. So that was a good shot. Very happy about that one. And I will say, any really good like vertical photographs, these portrait style, I like to call them vertical photographs. The ones that really pop that are vertical, I really gravitate towards those. I love landscape and vertical shots, obviously, but I think I've said this before, like portrait style vertical photographs, whatever you want to call them, to me, they're always a little bit more difficult to take. I'm not sure why. I mean, I do know why. It's a long explanation, and I'm just going through here, guys. Just some more of this highlighted photos, kind of in the back of the site here. Again, just kind of looking for that natural border of trees, kind of trying to incorporate the trees and the natural area into my photos as best I can. So another good scene here. But what I was saying with the vertical and landscape versus landscape, to me, I've just found there's aspects that go into it, but I've just found overall that it can be a little bit more challenging to get really good, crisp, nicely flowing vertical photographs in that vertical style. So that's just one of my things, I guess. I guess it's a photographic opinion. But yeah. And then, yeah, so this is kind of nearing the end of the shoot. Again, looking down into the site through the tree lines. Never gotten really a shot like this before at this site, so I was really looking for those types of photos. As you guys have been seeing through the the previous shots I've shown you, I was really, really going for that incorporation of the natural area, kind of as a border, a tree line border, something like that, looking through the forest at the site. I really was looking for these types of photos. I just think they're more interesting to look at. Kind of draws your eyes in to the photo while also, respecting the background and the foreground, and just kind of what's taking place at this location. It just gives more context to the location when you can kind of incorporate the natural surrounding area into the photograph more. Gives more context, gives more of a story, tells more of a story. So really kind of looking for that style and that type of photo throughout this whole shoot. So that was pretty much it. So those were all of the selected out or highlighted out photos from this little shoot. I do have a lot that I kind of tagged out here. But those were all of the best ones, I'd say. I need to run through these again, probably one more time, and just pick out the best of the best, if that makes sense. And as you guys can see, we'll just run through some of these. I mean, some of these are just crap, right? I mean, you guys see this, the majority of these, 90% of them, are just crap. I'm just looking for stuff, playing with angles. None of these I highlighted. I might roll through one that I may have highlighted, like these. But, when I go through and highlight these, I'm really just picking out the ones that flow the best, have the best focus, the best clarity to them, tell the best story. But like the majority of these, 90% of them, as you guys can see, I'm just messing around, trying to find the best angles and the best kind of lighting. Basically, where to point my camera. That's kind of what I was looking at. Because I said as I was walking through the site, it can be relatively overwhelming when you come to a place like this. I had the luxury of not having anyone there, so I had no distractions of any other people, anything like that. When you get that opportunity, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming because everywhere you look, and this was the case for this photo shoot, almost everywhere I looked around this area, I was seeing opportunities for photos. So when you have an opportunity like that and you're seeing an abundance of photo opportunities, or I guess that's a good way to describe it. It can get overwhelming almost, and your mind's going a million places, and you're wondering which angles to take. So that's what a lot of these photos were. Just messing around with the angles, trying to pick out the best, the best ones, the best locations, the best lighting, the best, I guess, areas that are getting lit up. So, but overall, really good shoot. We'll hop off the screen here. Boom. So yeah, good shoot. It was a great shoot, guys. I mean, you guys saw there. Came away with a number of really good shots. I love those shots of the church and of the little workshop here, kind of with that moon in the corner. That was stuff like that is really, really cool, I find. And you guys saw in the video a little jet kind of flew through there, so that was pretty sweet. So those little things that you can pick up on that you didn't necessarily expect to happen or you didn't expect to see Love those little moments. So that moon in this shot here, it's one of those moments where it all kind of just works together like that. So, but that'll do it for this one, guys. I know it's a long video. If you made it to the end here, congrats. You're an OG. So I appreciate you. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks for coming on this little hike with me, getting these photos. I had a really good time in that little chat, kind of walking back there out of this site. That was a nice little chat. I thought there was some good subject matter in that, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I had a fun time getting out here again. But yeah, don't have much more to say. I tried to keep this as quick as I could. It's already, it is what it is. It takes me a while to go through these, so I appreciate your guys' patience and everything. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely stay getting outside, stay getting your photos and all that good stuff. Enjoying, I guess, the unseasonably warm winter weather. I really wish we had some snow on the ground. I'll just say that. But it's not looking like we're going to get any more snow for the rest of the year at this point. So we're just going to keep trucking, man, into springtime and then summer and then do it all again. So hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely stay getting outside, doing all your stuff, getting your photos. And yeah, that'll do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.